Or
is that it?
No.
Yes.
Okay.
My name is Callie Slaymaker. I'm sorry about my voice because I'm kind of sick. Think of the freedom of choice you enjoy every day. You choose your food, clothes, and your relationship. Now think of the last one. What if you couldn't choose what you want to do with your relationship? Would you feel differently about someone you love, such as your mother, brother, or your best friend, if they told you they were homosexual? And would you tell them to their face that you think they do not have the right to marry their partner? In the United States of America, 9 states in the District of Columbia allow gay marriage. In all other states, it is unlawful to marry your partner if they are of the same gender. I am going to tell you why I believe this is a violation of freedoms guaranteed by our government, how to solve this problem, effects legalization of gay marriage would have on our nation, and how you can help this cause. I will now explain why it is wrong that gay marriage is not allowed in so many states according to our Constitution. Humans are built to need other humans. It is a basic need that we love people and to feel intimate. If people choose this to be with someone of the same gender, I think that is their constitutional right. In 41 states, it is unlawful for someone to marry a person of the same gender, according to statesthatallow.gaymarriage.com. Marriage, according to Merriam-Webster Dictionary, is the state of being united to a person of the opposite sex as husband or wife in a consensual and contractual relationship recognized by law. That's the first definition that they give. And then the second, it says the state of being united to a person of the same sex in a relationship like that of a traditional marriage. So as you can see, even in our dictionary, there's a separation of traditional marriage and same-sex marriage. I hope that someday it can be that marriage is just two people that love each other recognized by the law. I think this needs to change because it's unconstitutional. It is stated in the Constitution that all men are created equal. In order to be created equal and have equal rights, you should be able to do everything the same. In California in 2004, Stuart Gaffney married his partner of 19 years, John Lewis. Gaffney expressed his joy in the quote, "For the first time in our lives, we experienced being treated equally under the law," according to my source, Cure 2006. I think that to be equal, you must have the same rights. And according to our government, there's a separation of church and state. One of the biggest arguments against gay marriage has to do with the Bible, and that is stated that it should be between a man and a woman. But according to our First Amendment, we have the choice of our religion or no religion. So the argument of the Bible should have nothing to do with a marriage according to the law. Non-religious people get married every day, and they aren't thinking about what the Bible considers marriage. We are also allowed to get a divorce by law, and that is against the Bible. Divorce is legally dissolving a marriage. And if we choose to be religious or not, it should not have to do with what the law considers to be a marriage. I believe legalization of gay marriage is necessary because of the equality guaranteed to all citizens. I also think that by not granting this, we are alienating way too many people in our society. Next, I will discuss a solution to the problem of gays only being able to marry in 9 states. Each state should legalize same-sex marriage in order to solve this problem, I believe. And there are many ways you can go about this. In Iowa, 6 same-sex couples went to get a marriage license in 2005, and the law was that you couldn't, so the judge denied them. But they decided to sue them because they thought this was unlawful according to the Constitution. And then a plaintiff who was homosexual, she heard about it and she was upset because she wanted to marry her partner. So she got in on the case of suing them, and it went to the Iowa Supreme Court, and they decided that denying same-sex marriages was unlawful, and in Iowa it's now illegal to marry your partner. So that's one way you can go about it. and there are also many different ways. In order to solve the problem of homosexuals not being allowed to marry whoever they want and wherever they want, each state must change their law to permit gay marriage. Next, I'll tell you about the effects legalization of same-sex marriage can have on our country. The visualization, if all states would legalize gay marriage, would be very good results. According to my source, Cure 2006, when the debate of gay marriage is really popular in the United States and it's all over the media, it's actually proven that divorce rates go down between heterosexual couples. And some people believe this is because they realize how fortunate they are to have this marriage with a person they love. And they realize that some people aren't lucky enough to have that privilege. And since only 9 states, including Iowa, Maine, New Hampshire, Washington, Vermont, Connecticut, Massachusetts, New York, Maryland, and Washington, D.C., I would hope that just these 9 in the District of Columbia would go to 50 states. Another argument against gay marriage is the erosion of that legalizing same-sex marriage would be the erosion of marriage. And I don't believe this is true, because most couples say that they would be gay couples say they would be more monogamous if they felt like society accepted them, and that they could have one partner and they would get married so they wouldn't have affairs. And it's also a stereotype that gays are promiscuous with the whole AIDS epidemic, but that really isn't true, because they just want to be able to marry, and I think that would resolve this problem, according to my source, Macintosh 2010. And also about the erosion of marriage, we allow celebrities to do like whatever they want with their marriages. Like Kim Kardashian was married for 72 days, and people go to Vegas and get an annulment within like hours. And I don't think that really upholds the sanctity of marriage. So I think that that argument is not valid. And it would also benefit the mental and physical health of our population in the U.S., because many gay people say that to cope with like a minority stress, because they feel like they're a minority being gay because it's not as common and people look down on them, they turn to harmful coping mechanisms such as drugs, alcohol, and physical harm. And if we could stop this, I think that, like, if we would legalize gay marriage, it would stop this. And Andrew Sullivan had a quote that says, "In families where the highest form of love was between our parents in marriage, to feel you will never know that, never feel that, is to experience a deep psychic wound that takes years to recover from." And so I think that proves that by telling gay people that their whole way of life is wrong and then not letting them get married, it's just putting them down farther, and it makes them feel like they're not equal to someone that is heterosexual. And I think that creates a large number of people in our society that are dealing with mental problems. So by passing a law in each state to allow gay marriage, our country would see benefits such as lower divorce rates, all states giving their citizens equal treatment, and a healthier population, and upholding the sanctity of marriage. Next, I will tell you what you can do to help achieve this goal. So hopefully from my speech you want to take action against this, and there are many parades around the U.S., and California and San Francisco has one of the largest in the world, and it's held in the summertime, and there are millions of people that go there. It's called the San Francisco Gay, Lesbian, Bisexual, and Transgender Pride Parade, and people go there just to show their support. And another one is a petition. If you feel really strongly about it, you can try and get a law passed. According to Initiative and Referendum, which citizens have the right to organize and get a bill sent to legislators to become a law. That's like the initiative, meaning taking it into your own hands and creating a new law. And referendum is if there's a law you want to change. 21 states allow this, and some of them are like Arkansas, Arizona, North Dakota, Ohio, but yeah, there's 21. And the steps to go about this is you find a sponsoring organization to publicize and fund your campaign in order to get people to know about it. Lambda Legal is a national organization that works for gay rights, according to states that allow gaymarriage.com. And so once you have some funds, you need to get the necessary amount of signatures on the petition, and then you file it with the attorneys general. And then you need to campaign and gain support and let the public know about it. So when there's a ballot to vote on it, you will get it passed. And so that's how you can do it with the initiative and referendum. So we've talked about you can be not that active, like go to a parade and you're showing your support, but you may not get anything done about it. You can get a law passed, and that is being more active. And what I believe is being the most active is like if you were in the Iowa case, which I discussed, if you are homosexual and you know that your state does not allow a marriage license, you can still go there and try and get one, and then when they deny you, you could go about suing, which you would be very personally involved in it then, but you have a higher chance of getting the law passed like they did in Iowa. So to get gay marriage legalized in all 50 states, you can choose how active you want to be, whether you want to support the cause by attending a rally, getting the bill to your legislator, or suing for rights. Let's review the main points. From my speech, you can see that legalizing gay marriage is something our nation should do in order to follow our promise for equality of all citizens. I've told you about how the legalization of gay marriage in our states is not widespread enough, why this should be fixed based on our freedoms guaranteed by our government, how we can solve this by passing a law in each state, the benefits legalization of same-sex marriages would have on our country, and how you can actively be a part of this cause. So before you think that it's wrong or not a big deal if same-sex marriage needs to be passed, think about if you want to get married someday in your lifetime. And think about if you do, what if it was according to the law you couldn't, how would you feel? Gay marriage is a simple constitutional right that deals with the basic human need of love.